Yo, what's good? Yo, shout out to before the video start, I want to give a huge shout out to VidIQ. VidIQ is one of the greatest extensions starting this video. So if you don't know what VidIQ is, you could go to VidIQ. You can soon we'll have if they set it up. Soon we'll have a thing where you can use code Tyrese at VidIQ. But yeah, so VidIQ is a great extension, but soon we're gonna have a thing where when you go to bad, you could basically put in. So if you want to use a coupon code, you can use code Tyrese, and you could add a promo code. You can use code Tyrese. So you'll be code Tyrese over there for a promo code. It'll be applying soon. So it's not fully applied yet, but it's invalid. But we'll be getting it set up with VidIQ, so where you could get a percentage 50% off. But yeah, but with that being said, is title formats and title I want to be explaining to y'all because I see some of y'all. So if y'all right here, so if y'all don't know what VidIQ is basically extension like this where you can see basically. So you could see the chat. So if you want to go to here, you can see like you can use talk to the AI chat. You can basically see what's good like for you to post your videos in. What's the keywords? Search volume. So you can see the search volume with the keywords. You can see everything right here. So that's what VidIQ is really great for. If you want to go check that video out. But yeah, so you can see these are competitions. So you see 36,000, 24,000. You can see 7 right here. So 56,000, meaning we're not monthly searches. Yes, 100K, that's 13K, and you can see. So what we could basically do is, all right. So we're gonna basically do is see the monthly searches for this. So if you don't know what this is, if you don't know what this is, right, if this is good or bad, I'm going to show you how we can see if it's good or bad. So what we're going to now do is create a new project. So we're going to create title cluster. So we're going to name it Tyrese's VidIQ score, VidIQ scores, title cluster. So we're going to put title cluster. So it's VidIQ scores. All right, so we'll put title clusters. All right, we're going to create project. What we're now going to do is basically go over to this chat. So this prompt will be on a Google Docs link given to y'all below where you can check it out at. So yeah, below the in the description. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is just let's pretend we want to do this niche and you want to get into a niche like this. So what I'm gonna basically do is now paste this here, paste all this data here. So I'm gonna paste all this data here for basically Teresa's coaching, and I'm gonna basically ask it. So let's basically say so. Let's say if we're in the military range. Let's say if we're in this niche right here, we see all of our data, and you don't know what the data is. What we can now do with VidIQ, we could basically paste. That's why I say VidIQ is really great because you could attach the file right here. You could attach it. So and like I said, I'm gonna personally DM VidIQ when I in this video. So where you can now use code Tyrese there at VidIQ. But when I end this video, I'm gonna go talk to a VidIQ client. I'm gonna see what's up with it. So that way y'all can use promo code Tyrese because if I'm gonna be doing a lot of these growth videos, y'all can use that over there to help y'all so it can save y'all. All right, so we're gonna do refresh video. We're gonna basically paste this here, and what I'm gonna do is ask it. So give me keywords that fit my lane and what's not taken up, and give me titles that I can do that won't get me 0 view job, and give me monthly searches and competition. And competition means how many. Like I said in my last videos, and I learned it. It's easier for your video to stand out. It's easier for you to go to search. When you go to search, that means you're going to be the first one to get those views. And then when there's not a lot of people posting that and that If y'all don't know what, my bad, chat, my bad, my mic is unplugged. So you can see right here, basically using VidIQ, you can see your top 10 videos reveal clear pillars. So what clear pillars is basically pillars that work for our needs. So you see 53 keyword right here. So it's just, you can see that right here, chat, 53 right here. You can see 19K searches, meaning 19K people are searching this. For the usually 4.3K searches, you can see 366K searches, 310,000 searches. You can see 63 right here, 116. So you can see which one is better. This is what is not working for zero. This is right here. Zero this is not working, and what's working instead. So what we did with basically VidIQ, we basically seen it. So if you wanted to right here, what we could basically now do is copy this over to our Google Docs. So we're gonna be using Google Docs today. Shout out to Google. But yeah, Google is the owners of YouTube. If y'all didn't know, Google owns YouTube. But yeah. All right. So you can see basically over here. So you can see monthly searches. You see competition. You see overall score, overall 61, 68 Navy videos. And you can see monthly searches, meaning how much the market want to see like that content literally today. So that's basically what monthly searches is. Monthly searches is how many people like in our market want to see like this content literally today. So yeah. So if we have monthly search, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here. I want to say so. Teresa's content pillars, searches. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically now we're gonna download this as a TXT. So we're gonna basically come in here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically drag this up to here. We're gonna paste this here, and I'm gonna show y'all. So what we're gonna do is now basically search it. So we're gonna search everything right here. So we're gonna click send prompt. So what we just did was we attached the file. It says one master. It says identity. It says U.S. British psychology. It says Navy secrets, and it basically tells us this is master training prompt. But if you don't know what this is right here, master training prompt, we could basically act in UC. So title scoring, anti-score. So what we're gonna basically do now is basically search this. So we're gonna search one of these. So what I'm gonna have it do now. All right. So it basically says double down on Navy content. It says your retention is there. And sending 150%, 106%. The album is pushing your content, Navy content hard, targeted 61 right here. You can see 366 searches on Navy. It says 310 searches on your primary text. It says the British US angle is your growth tag. This is a driven. So yeah, and we can see like how many people are searching for this. So we could do is copy that right here, and we could basically paste that here. And we could see. So we could basically ask it. So what we can now do is come back over to our channel analytics. So if you don't know what channel, you go over to audience. What you're going to do is go to viewers so you're going to basically copy everything right here. So I'm going to copy. You're going to come back over to here. You're going to now paste it. So what we're going to now do is now ask it. So give me titles that matches these. What's working? What VidIQ said in the file. I tested. All right, so I'm going to now show y'all a way how we can now basically use Microsoft Copilot. So like I said, I'm going to be giving y'all two methods. So all right, so now what I'm going to do is show y'all a way. So what we can now do is use Microsoft Copilot for this. And you probably asked me, Teresa, what is Microsoft Copilot? So we go to Microsoft Copilot. We're going to name it Teresa's content pillars folders. And like I said, most niches do get view gel, and it's a common thing that happens in most niches. Like, it's not because they're ass. Most niches, and we want to get these better titles so we get better content pillars sauce. All right, so I'm gonna go to here, and what I'm gonna do is go to create project, and I'm gonna create the project. What we're gonna now do is basically paste all of our data here. So we're gonna paste all of our data here. We're gonna basically now paste this here. So we're gonna paste this here. We're gonna click enter, and we're just gonna say verify, and it's gonna ask us to verify our details here. All right, so what this basically does is this allows us to see the competition in between the titles, so we don't get view gel. It says these have the highest upsides for your channel. It says based on your analytics, this is the Navy. It says strongest browse potential. It says strongest curiosity gap. It says strongest replay, and then you can see most important thing, your winners all follow this formula, the military thing, dramatic. And yeah, so what we could basically do is basically come in here. We could basically copy this right here. So we could copy all this data right here. So we're gonna do verify as a human. We're gonna basically paste this data. So now what I want to do It's basically paste it. It's going to ask it, do its little thing. And yeah, so you can say your master YouTube training prompt. So we basically bring in angles to every single title we post. So if we use I'll basically tell it, so give me 30 to 50 title ideas. That works with emojis, some without emojis. All right, so what AI now has allowed us to do is get title ideas for our channel. So you can see the Navy, so you can see right here, the Navy weapon China can't stop. And like I said, your analytics tells you how much your performance of your channel. You can see it's high. So when it's high like this, it means make more similar follow-ups to this video. So what we could now do is go to see more, and we could basically say in lifetime. So we could do is go to in total 7 days right here. We could copy all this data. So what we now do is copy all this data. We basically paste it here. So we say, here's more of my channel data. So here's more of my channel data. So you can say your best videos, all triggers right here. One of these 4 emotions: military, after any conflict, biggest winners, examples, what U.S. soldiers think about British. And you can see this works because trivial psychology, pride, argument, bait, comment was, emotional identity. This is forbidden, secret knowledge. This is the, all right, so what I have it do now is give us title ideas. So what we could basically do is we could basically search these title ideas into YouTube. So we could see that nobody probably never used these on YouTube. So yeah. All right, so what we're now do is go to this. We're going to basically search these. What British soldiers really think about U.S. And you can see that. If we go to here, we can search this. You can see that it's going to basically tell us the score. You can see sorts. 32 overall score, very low, very low, very low. And what I'm going to now do is basically copy everything you see right here on the screen, copy all of it. So now what we want to do is copy it. We're going to paste it here. And we're going to do an A/B test. So you probably ask me, Therese, yo, what is an A/B test? So we're going to also enter that. And yeah. All right, so you probably ask me, Therese, yo, Therese, what is an A/B test, bro? An A/B test is when we test out the title to make sure it has the potential for us to be proven, for us to get views so we don't waste time, so we don't get view job. And we're going to ask it, so how much expected views will we get with this title being that we use this? All right, so what we're going to now do is paste this here. And we're going to paste this, what British soldiers really think about the U.S. Marines. And yeah, you can see you can see now that views, 946 views. So this is my video right here. What we're going to now do is go to sorts. And what it's going to do is you see 8.3 million right here. When you're at 1.4 million. So and we want to look for a smaller channel is really getting recommended. So you see my channel's right here, which is great. That's a great sign. So what we're going to do is search that. And yeah, we're going to give basically AI this data. And now what AI is going to basically do is tell us the overall score. But we're going to research this again and make sure this is safe. So we're going to search this and make sure this is accurate, because sometimes these scores change. So yeah, sometimes it changes and it goes up and it don't be really accurate. So yeah, so average subscribers. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to give AI everything we see on the screen. So we're going to scroll down. You see top search terms, 1.38 million views. You see he has 100K subscribers, 17K subscribers, 5K. So yeah, so you can see literally all the data right here. So it'll basically tell you all the data. So yeah. All right. So what we're gonna now do is basically paste this. We're gonna hit send prompt, and when we hit send prompt, what this does is basically this is ample, valuable. This is you could just confirm something, use your topic works. This is your working does not. This is the phrases what British soldiers really think about U.S. Marine. It's too soft, and this is the winner, and your niece is not framed. This is discussion options. It says interviews. It says they framed it like conflict shock. All right, so what's going to now do is he says, why your titles unperformed. This is the phrases really thinks is weak. It creates curiosity, but not tensions. And U.S. Marines, they wrote too hard. This is your broader U.S. This is wider audience is less I branch. And you can see these will probably outperform your current title. So you can see these will probably outperform our current titles. And yeah, you can see, so your title structure right now is the why. And yeah, you can see our title structure right now is a why. Yeah. All right, so what we're going to now do is refresh. And we have a folder to where we basically made a folder to everything we literally just had in the chat. All right, so you can see we're not doing a stat. So this is you are competing in military identity entertainment. That's why emotionals winning. Yeah. All right, so what we could basically do is come to this. We could paste all this right here. Paste all this into a newer chat. So when we do this, this basically trains our AI now, so we could basically get more data. All right. So what I now do is basically come over to here, and we're gonna come over to Microsoft Copilot. We're gonna basically paste all this here. We're gonna hit enter, and what this is gonna do is allow us. All right. So if y'all wanted to right here, you could basically now you could basically attach these Google Docs if you want. But yeah, so you can see. All right. So if you wanted to, you could attach these content pillars. You see content pillars. Tyrese. Alright, so you can see that we could add file and we can add it to our docs link. So what it's now going to do is add the source to our docs link. So yeah, alright, you can see basically over here. So we can see it says these 3 videos mentioned use 3 different growth lanes. This is Navy. This is lane military. Touch fear, strongest brow, strongest curiosity. This is what British soldiers really think. This is military identity, conflict, strongest comments. And yeah, so I'm gonna ask it. So give me title ideas for the day and ones to pick from to post. So what we could pick from is this. So it's gonna give us title ideas for the day. What we could pick from the post, and you can see safe pick. So it's a safe pick for the day. So it's gonna say the military reign. It's gonna say the weapon U.S. troops. You can see, so what we could do is basically search this right here, search the score, and we can see that the score is gonna be safe. So you can see when we search this. So we basically make sure the titles we're doing aren't oversaturated by bigger channels because we need room for all of them to push our titles so we don't get viewed out. Because if the lane is too big, then the algorithm's gonna have it's gonna have issues of it pushing it to audience. So yeah. So you can see the weapons U.S. troops trust with their lives. And you see overall score 24, very low, and this is medium. You see 4.3 million, which is, it means it's too broad, it's too high. That's why channels will get viewed on this angle, and you will get buried. So an angle like this, we will basically stay away from. So what we're gonna do is now copy all, and this is a wrong cluster by the way too. So yeah. So what we're gonna do is basically copy all this data right here. We're gonna say this looks oversaturated to me, and we're gonna basically come in here. We're gonna Control C this. Control V it. This looks oversaturated to me. So we basically tell our opinions. This is 100% right. The weapons, U.S. troops. This is too broad. This is why weapons, U.S. troops trust with their lives. Oversaturated. You see, it's too generic, too broad. It's a million view lane. And so we want to go for instead. So if y'all want to get a score, so if y'all want to get a great score for the sweet spot, so what we just do is copy this. And we're going to copy all this data. We're going to paste this here. We're going to basically paste this. Tell me what's the safe scores, what we look for on this, and avoid what's good, safe, and bad. All right, so it's going to basically let us this. It says already tell you this is exactly when we read it. It says what the data is telling you in this plan. In English, it says volume is very low. This means nobody's searching for this phrase. No momentum. All right, so what it's going to basically tell us is what we want to do is it says so. It says so. What is safer score? It says for channels like this. It says here's your green. So it's very low right here, medium. It says volume is low. You don't need to have volume. It says you need to interest. It says competition low. And it says right here, so we want to ask it average subscribers under 500K. It says this lane is real indicator. It says if the channels are winning, if the channels are winning the top, it can have 100K, 200K, 300K views. All right, so what is this right here? So average subs, we want to basically avoid 1 million. Average views, 1 million, highest views. So we want to look for instead is, what to look for instead, green flags. Look for keywords where confidence is low. Average subs is 50K to 300K, not high. Highest views is 50K to 500K. Volume is very low, medium. All right, so this is top channels have smaller creators and not cluster. So what I mean by small channels and not cluster, it means smaller creators right here got to be having less than 100K subscribers. We don't want to do a cluster where it's over millions because then that means we'll get viewed out. So yeah, we'll get viewed out, of course. But now what I can basically have it do is export this, export this to my Google Drive link or Google Docs link. Alright, so we're gonna now have this. Basically, you can now export it. It's just telling me exactly what you want. Alright, so what we're gonna now do is basically copy all this data you see on screen. We're gonna copy it over to our Google Drive so I can now read it to y'all. So yeah, so like I said, I'll be giving y'all access to these to everything on this Google Drive. So everything's gonna be all in one. All you just gotta do is attach it to your ChatGPT chat, and yeah. So nothing changes. Everything will be all in one, so where you could check it out. So yeah, you see content pillar searches. Like I said, everything's gonna be all in one where you can check it out. So you can see, yeah. So you can see over here, average subs. We want to avoid going for 1 million because we want to go for instead. So we want to go for instead. And what I'm gonna now do is give y'all a cheat code. So give me a cheat code for newer channels all the way up until 1 million subs of whatever subs we look for, from smallest to newest channels, all subscriber range for VidIQ average subs. Put under it in red with emojis. Avoid, have green to look for, to stay safe, to go viral, to not get 0 or 2K or 1K or 5K view job. Alright, so this is already chase. This is green zone. So it's just so the safe average subscribers ladder from newer channels to all the way up. It's the stay 1. Newer channels 1K. So what you want to look for, targeted average, you want to look for 5K to 50K or less. Avoid 100K average subscribers. And I went through and I made this just for y'all. So I just made this just for y'all right now. So yeah, so like I said, it's gonna help a lot of y'all channels so I don't get view jail. And comment below, oh yeah, this help. Oh yeah, and I want you to come back weeks later after you're done watching this video. Let me know if you was able to escape view jail. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna be able to, because everything in this video is legit. So average subs 20K to 300K. So for green zone. So for subscriber wings, if you have COSI to about stage authority. So yeah, so you can see. So for newer channels, stage 1. Newer channels, targeted average subscribers, and I'm gonna have it basically give me the graph for every sub range, for every stage, for all the VidIQ scores, everything to look for, to stay safe. And we do this to stay safe so we don't get buried, or so we don't get view jail. But yeah, so what I'm gonna just do is go to this. I'm gonna copy this right here, paste this here, and yeah, so I'm gonna paste this here. And what it's now going to do is tell me everything for every subscriber range. So you can see safe, avoid, warning. So it's going to basically say, so stage 1, newer channel, 0 to 1K subs, average subscribers. You want to look for 5K to 50K average. You don't want to go for over 100K. That's bad. And you see average views, 5K to 50K. So yeah. So this will be safe lanes so we don't get view jail. And what I'm going to do is basically paste this here. So this works for every subscriber range is 0 to 1 million. So yeah. YouTube goes a long way. And once you learn this, it's over. You learn the game. You learn the game. So it's just taking the time out the day to find the titles that matches your lane, but to make sure it's not oversaturated, of course. So it's the average subscribers, most important. So now what I'm having to do, give me 100 to 300 title ideas so I can search that matches my lane of my channel. Here's my bio. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is basically now give my bio. So we're gonna go over to your channel right here. We're gonna go to Combat Man Therese. We're gonna go to more. What we're gonna do is basically copy all this right here. So subscribers don't matter. We are gonna focus on that idea, the title. Like the titles, the titles matter more than anything. So, and you probably ask me, how do you know that, Therese? Because it do. So you can see daily mistakes. It says the title. So it's going to basically give us every title that matches our lane. So you can see this is the second section 2, Navy right here. So we have a lot of these titles that we can literally do videos on. You see, we have British Marines, and these are what follows like our lane, our cluster. So yeah, so we basically want to basically copy this right here, and we're gonna basically paste this. So YouTube channels blow up from patterns, and this content pillars searches will be below where y'all check it out at. All right, so what I'm gonna do too, also, I'm gonna also give y'all access to everything right here. So if you stay tuned and you was basically on this video, you're gonna get access to this, and all you just do is you attach this to one of your ChatGPT chats, and it's gonna help you out. You give your bio of your channel. If you got a few titles posted, and if you don't got titles posted, give you your competitor's title, give you your bio, and it's gonna now give you ideas so where you could stay safe so you don't get views out. And thank me later, no problem. But yeah, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and do. Let's type this into YouTube, and we can see the Navy system China's still can't counter. So what we could go ahead and do is we could paste this right here. Because the Navy system China still can't counter. You can see overall score is low, very low, very low. You can see average subscribers is over 100K. So what we're gonna do is go to our range right, go to our stage. So we're close to a newer channel, 0 to 500, because we haven't hit 1K subs yet. So we're in this range right. This is our stage. So we want to look for average subscribers, 5K to 50K. So yeah. So we want to go. This would be way too big, of course. So we're gonna get view jail if we go to post right here. So just because we're a newer channel, we're gonna get view jail. So we want to go for average views, 5K to 50K. So average views right here. Instead, we want to basically look for 5K to 50K. So highest views. All right. So the highest view zone, we want to look for 20K to 200K. We don't want to go over 1 mil. Competition low, volume low, top channels, smaller channels, less than 5K to 100K subs. And I would say less than 100K subs for the safety part of it. So we're going to look for smaller channels when of course, so we could go ahead and do is go to this video right here, go to this video. So if there's smaller channels getting video, then that means we're not going to stand out. And if you're doing long form, you should be looking for this. If you're doing short form, you should look for this because this is the most important part. So we're going to see, and this is what tells you that what is oversaturated and what's not. That's why channels get buried. So yeah. So, and it gets view job. So what we could go ahead and do is basically paste it. So is this oversaturated? This title, cluster. And we will basically ask it. So it's going to let us know it says T. So it says, yes, this is cluster is 100% safe. This is, and I'm going to break it down. This title cluster is safe for your channel. Average subscribers, 89K safe. This is your safe range. It's just, so it depends on what you're doing. If you're doing long form, it might change. So when you see right here, if you're doing long form, this average subscribers thing could change. If you're doing short form, like I said, it could change. But what we want to look for right here, we want to look for, so this title cluster is safe. You see average subscribers 82K safe. Your safe range is 600 subs. So this is 5K to 50K. Is this perfect? Is this 200? It's still safe, but yeah, we don't want to go over that. So what I'm going to basically ask is, so what's not safe? And I'm sorry, it's my family downstairs, but yeah. All right, so I want to basically ask it, so what's not safe for average subs? And give me the sauce. What's not safe and what's safe? So what it's going to do is give me the sauce, what's safe and what's not. And like I said, all you just got to do is basically go through this, and you just got to attach this file. So you just got to attach this file to your to your ChatGPT chat, and it's going to help you with your title ideas. Because I know some of y'all struggle, and some of y'all do titles is overshadowed. That's why you don't really get views, because you do, of course, titles is basically taken by bigger channels. So that's why y'all not mostly able to stand out. So yeah. All right. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do is go over to online notes. I'm gonna basically go to online notes because that's way too big of a text. I'm gonna go to select all. I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna basically now paste this here. I'm gonna go to edit. I'm gonna go to select all. And I've been grinding like y'all told me. I haven't been sitting around. I've really been taking action with these channels because I see, and it's a common issue. It happens to a lot of us, and you can't stop it. None of us can stop it until we really study and know the reason why it's getting views and how to overcome it, how to better it. And the only way to better it is practice. If you're not getting up practicing, you're not gonna become good, bro. All right, so you can see average subs 82K safe. You can see that I basically tell us so. This is the real sauce is how to read average subs in 3 seconds. If average subs is 5K to post, it's safe. So this is yellow. So if average subs is 100K to 300K yellow, it means only post if competition is low. So and this is if it says only post if competition. What it mean by competition being low? It means competition is low right here, like this. All right, so yeah, so it says if only post if the competition is low. If average subs is 1 million plus or red. All right, so we want to ask it. So it says we're gonna now. This is where subs really come in at. So we want to basically do now is ask it this. So what do I look for right here? So what do I look for? Very low and low. I don't go for medium or high, right? The only thing that matters, you're right. So it says low. This is what you look for safe. This is low, very low, very low. We want to look for low, and then for this right here, it says what's danger zone. So I'm gonna basically read it out. So medium and high competition. So we want to look for low competition titles where it's not taken up by bigger channels yet. And we so basically if we post a video, we're gonna own that cluster. Cause so this is very low, yes. This is medium competition, no. High, no, never. So we want to look for this is medium or low. We want to basically avoid this. So you see what to avoid danger. This is these red flags if your channel. This is if any of these do not upload. Medium, high, average subs, 300K over. So we want to go for instead. We want to go for. All right. So we want to go for this instead. So I'm gonna say, tell me what to go for in green instead. And if you like this video, be sure to drop a like. Also, hey, drop a like and share it to your family. Send it to your friends. It's gonna help y'all save y'all time so y'all don't gotta waste years. They wanted me to literally charge y'all for this in the course. And I went ahead and leaked it. Alright, so yeah, so I went ahead and leaked it for y'all, but yeah. Alright, so you see medium, so you never wanna go for this. You're gonna get views out. You're gonna get views out, but yeah, you can see. So if the top channels right here are 20K, and yeah, so and this is right here, so age under 2 years is the top channels recently. All right, so we can ask it, so what views do we look for? What views on screen do we look for that smaller channels are pulling? And how many years? An average age of years do we avoid? All right, so we ask it this. What is the average age? So this is, I'm going to give it to you. This is what views you look for. Green flag, this is average views, 5K to 50K. This is highest views, 50K to 500K. Views per hour, stable, rising, and yeah. All right, so yeah. If you like this video, be sure to drop a like. It's for y'all. I know as most stuff, I've been a YouTuber for almost 10 years straight. So, like I said, your favorite creator, your favorite streamer, he really started low. He wasn't as big, bro. He wasn't as big, bro, before he blew up. And I also got the ISO speed title cluster method dropping in the next video, so you might want to stay tuned for that. But yeah, but like I said, the simple rule is you follow it forever. Average views, 5K to 50K. Highest views, under 1 mil. And all you just gotta do is attach it to your chat, and yeah. So when you bring in the title, you can even, if you're using Gemini, you can even give it a screenshot, and it's gonna let you know. So I got this for y'all, but I made this video just for y'all, so the ones out there that was struggling, that was getting views a lot. Use this, let me know if it improved, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. But yeah, we out. And like I said, I'm gonna also be making a video over here, so where you can have access to unlimited VidIQ, the VidIQ via chat, AI bot, so where you can have it. So if your chart runs out, I'm gonna show you, and I have permission from VidIQ to do these videos. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how y'all can actually create free unlimited accounts legally, not illegal. But I'm gonna see you on the next video. Stay tuned for that. And I'm gonna also show y'all soon how to do a thumbnail using VidIQ, how to come up with a thumbnail idea using your face. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So average age, you want to do nothing over 3 years. This means an old authority. It means it's basically died out. This is old videos. So yeah, old videos 1 million. So what to avoid? That means it's died out. All right, so yeah. This is average age, dead, stable. This is not. All right, so you can see old videos with millions. If the top videos are 3 million right here, so we want to avoid. This is what age should bring right here. So we look for this perfect. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. All you just gotta do is go to here. You file. You can download this as a PDF. You can download this PDF, Microsoft DocX or plain. I have this access to y'all for y'all, bro. I do these videos literally for y'all to help y'all grow for newer channels that want to get started. Man, do it, bro. Get started. It ain't never too late to get started. I've seen people start a channel go from 0 to over millions of views, 10 million views. Anything is possible, bro. So, like I say, your favorite creator, Ice Speed, wasn't that big yet. Wasn't that big a few years ago. It took him a lot of videos, but yeah. So, and it could take me a lot of videos of me coaching y'all. I'm y'all coach. Me and Shane Hummus is y'all coach. Get used to this shit. We're y'all coach. We're who y'all look up to. We're who y'all need to grow. Without our knowledge, you won't know how the algorithm works. You won't know how to signify a video. All right, so I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, bro. Like I said, big shout out to Speed. But Speed, he started from nothing, bro. He started from nothing. So we're gonna mute this real quick, and I'm gonna show you his overview. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and zoom this up for y'all so y'all can see it, and we're gonna go to overview right here. But yeah, you can see his overview right here. So you can see AI coach overview. And you can also do AI coach, being an AI coach, like an automate a bot chat, so where you can see like for ideas. So I'm gonna show you in the next videos how to basically bend ISO Speed's titles to your current lane using an AI coach VidIQ. That will be it's coming soon. That has never been done on YouTube before. I have most of these ideas. I have a lot of these ideas that most of these coaches don't want me showing y'all, but hey. And y'all can see right here. So Speed literally started from nothing. So I'm gonna show y'all. So, you see, he started with 61,000 views. 2020, 61,000 views. And he went up right here, so 8 billion. So, and what happens is he put this term ISO speed in his titles. And I'm going to say that for another video. But you can see, he literally started from closely to about, so you can see this with VidIQ. 1K subs. And you can see this right here. So, now he has almost 60 billion, subs. Almost 100 million. So just stay consistent. Don't focus. Every view counts. Even one view counts. Every single view you get counts. You just want to basically know your content pillars and stay away from the dangerous ones. So that way you can have higher chance of you actually getting pushed quicker by the algorithm. So yeah. Alright, so yeah. So like I said, this will be below where you can check it out. And let me know in the comments if you came through one of my keywords. So if you see me on homepage, let me know, because now that lets me know that the algorithm AI understands everything I'm saying in a video, and it's pushing my video to the right audience. And the algorithm knows. So yeah, and you can see algorithm knows is the verb placement. I'm gonna leave this for another video, but you can see ISO Speed was able to go viral from ISO Speed, and he's using a phrase. So, and you can use the phrase, so I can use the phrase Tyrese and go viral for it. But yeah, I'm going to say this for another video that's coming soon. But it's all I got for y'all. I'm going to see y'all for another video. But yeah, and you can see it took him 1,008 on it. And he's been there for 10 years straight. So, he's been there for 10 years straight. You don't build overnight. And don't do YouTube for subscribers. You got multiple channels. I'm going to show y'all soon how to outsource. Soon on my channel, how to outsource. Go to Upwork. Talk to Upwork people. Get the portfolio. I'm going to show y'all how to do that for another video. That video's coming soon. I got a lot of videos I want to show y'all, but yeah. So you can see, I got a lot of videos I want to show y'all, but yeah. Your most favorite creator started low, and he wasn't as big who he was. So, it's cool. You start low. So if we go right here, you can see this one right here, 100 views per hour. It's gaining 100 views from the algorithm, categorizing that, still pushing. So you see overview. If we go to, and I'm not clout chasing at all. I work with the algorithm. I know how the algorithm works. I do this stuff for a living, bro. So yeah, I build up channels for a living, literally. So you can see overview. And you can see it took them a while to get those amount of views. So yeah. So you can see over here. So we could go to here. And I'm going to show you our arm story. So yeah. So we go to zoom this out right here. I'm going to show you our arm story. So yeah. So you can see basically the channel text. So you can see ISO speed. So you see ISO speed right here. 14 million searches. So if he was to go to this, Tyrese has around 29
low. 68. Related score? Nah. You can see Tyrese. 29,000 people are searching for me. And as I grow on, it goes up. It goes up and up and up. So you can see right here, the speed has over closely to about. And without these videos too, be grateful. Y'all wouldn't know none of this knowledge. So all the ones who's talking shit about me, go ahead, bro. Go do your thing. 14, because I don't care, bro. I'm still grinding, go hard. You see 14 million people are searching for speed. So you can see that he literally started from literally 54,000, now he has 8 billion. I'm going to show y'all for story. So yeah, you can see this video, where this video started at. So this video's at 3.9 million right here. It wasn't that big when he first started. When he first started, it wasn't always that big. And big shout out to VidIQ. So he wasn't always that big. And we will get the code set up, so don't matter. Don't say, bro, I'm going to work with VidIQ to get that shit set up. Believe me, I'm going to work with him. All right, so we could go to this. You can see it started from 1,000 views. He went from 1,000 views right here, look. He went from 1,000 views all the way up until 4 million. You can see first 24 hours. When he first posted this video, first 24 hours. And like I said, YouTube videos bring you money for years. And this video was started from 9. And you can see that it went from 1K views to 3.9 million. So YouTube videos keep getting pushed. As the channel grows on and on and on. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all next how to basically use AI, how to use the AI chat to spaz on one of your competitors. So if you want to spaz on Speed's channel, I'm gonna show you how we're able to do that and how we're able to know the reason why that video got pushed and how we're able to take that ongoing title and bend it. I'm gonna show you that for another video. All right, let me go to view stacks real quick and show y'all stories. So I want to show y'all story stacks, and I'm gonna end the video. But I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, bro. And this is for how to find out safe title clusters. All right, so we're gonna go to stories. And we're gonna see over 800K. You see over 1 billion views. So you see, he wasn't always this big though. Let's go ahead and click it. Let's go ahead and click through one of his videos right here. So if you click through one of his videos right here using view stacks, you can see the overview of his channel. It says this content. All right, so where's he probably remove it? All right, so what I'm now going to do is go over to videos, go to shorts. We're going to click one of his videos through this link. And we're going to see, you see right here. This is muted. 52 seconds, right? And this is black and white stroke. And there's no secret like to this channel. You can see first 24 hours, literally where you started at. So where this video started at before it got pushed. So first 24 hours, it started right here. So you see first 24 hours. It started up. So let's see. So we got our first 24 hours. I'm gonna show y'all too how to take. And I'm gonna give stories credit. I'm gonna show y'all in one of the videos how to take one of his titles and bend it over to my emoji link. I'm gonna show you how to do that using VidIQ. All right, so I'm gonna go to overview, and I'm gonna show you his overview. Literally, where bro started at. Bro started low. He started from 12 views, and I ain't laughing, but you can see he went from 12 views, 10 views, 2021 to over 1 billion. So you see, it took him some time though. He said he had spikes. It took him some time. He had spikes. So you never know who's up next. So the ones who's down on you now, you'll never know who we could go like, bro. Stories went from 14K views all the way up until 30. You see right here, 17 million. They kept going up, and it kept getting pushed over now 1 billion. So he started low, literally 14 views. We go to subs. He started from 2 subscribers. Wow, no, that's crazy. I told you don't worry about subscribers. You see 2 subscribers and went up. He went from over 700 subscribers and went up, and now he's at close to 800K subs. So you could get far with YouTube. You could get far. I don't want to spike up none of your brains. Hey. Whoever didn't believe in you, tell them to stand and pass. Tim, don't believe in you now, but your time's gonna come. God's gonna bless you, but I'm gonna show you how much he made from one of these short form. Every short form album is RPMs are different, but like I said, Dylan Anderson made from one short with over 100 million views. He made close to 100K. He made from this one with 24, and the album keeps pushing your videos over and over again. It's still gaining 1K views per hour. It might lower down, but once you start staying consistent, it's still pushing. He made $400 from this. So I'm gonna show you how much Dylan Anderson made. And it was no crazy editing. So it was just him talking, him getting a simple clip from TikTok, and him talking with his human voice. You could literally use AI for this. You could literally, and his Arm Stories is the whole channel's AI. So I'm gonna show you a video. So we're gonna go to shorts. So I don't want to be hearing, oh, bro, it's AI slop. Arm Stories literally started, and you just seen he started from 10 views, now over 1 bill. 10 views, now over 1 bill. You see over. Same with Dylan. Dylan started, you see, total views, 100 million, 4K, and it's still bringing him bread. He's still gaining 6K views per hour. So, YouTube, hey, and this ain't no get rich game. YouTube success ain't overnight, but I want to show you that. Once you scale up a channel, you could build up a team. You could have a team work with you. And if that team owner don't do right, kick him off the team. Get somebody new. Get new editors. We don't. If he feel like he need to get him a channel started, or you don't feel like he need to work with you anymore, you cut him off. You get you somebody new. We're in a place in life where we gotta consistently do this. Everything is speed to us. Speed. What I mean by speed, consistently posting, consistently putting videos out. Even if it suck, later on that video will get views. And I'm gonna show you that later on how we're able to use the S1 panel to put the channel video back in the algorithm. I'm gonna show you that for a video too. And Nielsen, I'm allowed to post all these methods. YouTube, they allow me to do all this shit over here, bro. You feel me? I'm changing the platform with this shit. You feel me? But yeah. Like I'm changing people's life with these videos. You feel me? But yeah. So you can see 30 subscribers. We go up to here. You can see where we went from. So we went from this all the way up to there, and then now he's at almost 14 million. But you can see same with views. He never had 35 billion views. He never been literally this famous, bro. He started literally from here. So you see where he started. He started from like where Speed started at, 46,000 views. Now he's almost at 35 billion. Consistency is key, but yeah. I'm gonna see you on the next video though. I'm gonna see you on the next video though. I'm gonna see you on the next video, but yeah, you can see this is real. And yeah, I'm gonna see you on the next video. I hope this video helped, but yeah, I'm out.